so F1, it's officially licensed by F1, starring Brad Pitt, Damson Idris, Kerry Condon, Javier Bardem, and all 10 F1 teams and drivers. And, of course, I think the sweet thing that really gets my attention is the music is done by Hans Zimmer, which I am a fan of. Hans Zimmer's great. It's also got my boy Tobias Menzies in this. Don't forget him. But, if you're a Formula One guy, like, this is obviously right up your alley. I don't know how many Formula One movies there are. Like, I know there's racing movies like Ford versus Ferrari and all that. But F1 cars, like, I can't think of anything right now. Like, even Gran Turismo, that wasn't with F1 cars. So, I have a few friends that genuinely follow F1. So I'm sure they're going high up the knees. Shout out to my boy Chris. Not Chris on the podcast, another Chris.
Hey, you're not allowed to have another friend named Chris. That's against the rules, dude.
I'm sorry.
Two Chris's don't make a right. You know that.
I know a third Chris who's a fucking dick. You know? It's not you. Legit, though. But anyway.
I thought you meant my other personality.
No. Oh, then I know like 7 Chris's. So anyway, this looks all right. You know, this is just another racing movie. It looks realistic as hell. Brad Pitt is in the driver's seat. And I like the camera angles they use, like the POV and all that stuff. Even the way it ends is like just on his face. It looks pretty sick. But I don't know. I feel like you need to be, maybe you don't need to be, but I am not an enthusiast of F1, so I don't really care to check this out. But I might be in the minority. Chris, how do you feel about this F1 movie?
You know what? It's funny because F1 has become like this hot thing over the last 2-3 years. I know, Ryan. Yeah. Ryan, you haven't been in the dating scene for a little while, right? Because you're happily married. Happily.
About 16 years.
Happily? Can we say happily married?
Yeah, you can say that.
Depends if she's listening or not. But let's just say you're happily married. Yeah. But a lot of girls in their dating profiles, they'll put that they're F1 fans. It's like this thing, right? So, as I understand it, a lot of F1 is really pushing the drivers, their personalities, right? They're creating stars, and so this is sort of the next step in order to do that. I mean, the teaser's the teaser. I don't think there's very much to it. It's just a bunch of cars racing and Brad Pitt talking about, who said this is going to be a safe thing or whatever. And you have that Queen music, sort of a rock style, anthem as these different cars race around the track. So it looks really good. And I think it's got the right, it's obviously got a lot of backing. I mean, you're going to have the actual teams, the actual sponsors, and the actual race car drivers in the movie as well, which I think will sort of give it that authenticity. Dude, I'm definitely putting down money on this just for the experience alone. Like, if they release this and they put it in IMAX, like, that's a cool-ass movie to watch in IMAX, Maybe not the other gimmick where, like, the seat moves, because, Fat Boy's going to have a full belly. You can't be vomiting all over, the people that I'm with. But IMAX, on a lonely Tuesday by myself, I'll pick a fight with my girlfriend. I'll go watch it by myself. Well, you think I won't? Watch me.
I'll plan a fight with my wife and I'll go together.
Bring the kid.
It's the boys' night out. Let's go.
All by dinner.
Mandate. Right.
We'll put a couple tall boys in a backpack.
Mandate.
Normalized mandates. This was not coming out till June 25, so it's going to be a while. Releases June 25 internationally, and then June 27 here in Canada and the United States. Second-class citizens. Well, we're second class
here, boys. You're pretty close
to
Italy.
Oh, boy. You can't win.
They filmed this movie in Hungary. That's an interesting one. Hungary location. Filming took place in the weekend of the British Grand Prix in July 2023 at the Silverstone.
That makes sense.
There you go.
That makes sense, yeah.
F1 2025. If you guys like this video, be sure to check out the rest of the channel and consider subscribing. Go even further and subscribe to Podcast Fresh wherever you listen to your podcasts for new episodes every week.